west.
Okay. So
He wasn't home all the time. He was out on the run.
Sure. So you student taught in Mandan, right? No, where did you?
A substitute taught. I it was my practice teaching.
Sure, you're student teaching.
Yeah, student teacher.
Sure. So were you out there for a year, or was it still?
It was just for a quarter.
A quarter, not a semester?
It's just a quarter.
Just a quarter, huh. Did you feel like you were ready to teach after just a quarter?
No, give or take, not really.
But then again, are we ever ready to teach?
I don't think you're ready for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And then, so what was your first teaching job?
Winemere.
Winemere. What year was that?
No, geez, 1947.
Okay.
1947, 48 was my first teaching job.
Okay. And you taught, was it home ec exclusively?
No, I didn't. I taught chemistry the first year. And I taught a Mickey Mouse course for the freshman boys.
Yeah.
And I gleaned most of my information from when I was at home, because it was kind of like going into my dad's shop,
Sure.
for one thing.
Sure.
And my brother was in the same classes, so
Okay.
what I didn't know, he took me out and showed me.
Sure. So what did you do your second year?
Well, the second year, what did I get that year? I had general science. I had typing.
Oh.
So I ended up with 2 home ec classes, typing, and this Mickey Mouse course.
Again.
Yeah.
Well, lucky you.
So that was my teaching for 1 year.
And so then, were you done after 2 years, or you taught more than 2 years?
I taught 4 years. So.
Yeah. Okay. And then you taught.
I left after 2 years, I think it was. I forget. But anyway, I think it was 2 years, not more than 3. Yeah. And then I was going to Wisconsin, and I was going to get a job there or do something.
Yeah.
And then I got Elaine got me the job. It was actually a demonstration job, which probably wouldn't have been that great, but it would have been something different, you know.
What's a demonstration job?
Iron rights. You know, now they don't use them, but they had these ironers that they used in the home for sheets and pillowcases, and like shirts and whatever you could.
It's like a really flat, big long iron that you press down and okay.
It was round. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen one on the Three Stooges. That's about the only places I would.
Probably. They kind of went out of style.
Well, I think, weren't they just enormous?
Not so big.
No. Okay.
They were home style ones.
Okay. It's the industrial size that I was thinking.
I got the job at both places at the same time within a couple hours of each other.
Oh, funny.
The superintendent said, "Will you come back?" He said, of course, if he was going to stay, I was not coming back.
Sure.
And he said, "By the way, I'm leaving." And I thought, hallelujah. So that's the way that went. So then I took my old job back.
Yeah. And then you taught at the country school for a few weeks, was it?
After we got married, I taught for a month here.
A month.
And then the gal came back and she wanted the job, so I thought, okay.
How many kids? Do you remember?
Let's see. Probably 12, 15.
And those grades 1 through 5?
1 through 7.
Oh, okay.
And the teaching, it was a big mess because the lady before, she was a dum-dum.
Oh.
The first grader she passed to the second grader, couldn't read.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So you had to do some damage control.
So, yeah, I had to do damage control. I had the county superintendent out, and we worked through stuff. And, yeah, we got things straightened out.
Sure.
But it's surprising what one teacher can do to a community of kids.
For good or for bad?
Bad.
Also good.
Well, if they can't read and they're in the second grade, you know, something was wrong. She either shouldn't have passed the child, or she should have taught that child.
Yeah.
She had two avenues there.
Yeah. Who knows? It's tricky.
Her name was Wilma Wold.
Huh.
WW.
That's funny.
No, she didn't do much good, and her subject matters, I mean, her books and stuff were kind of jumbled up too, so.
Hmm.
The best thing I could do was to get the county storm to come and help me.
Well, sure. Kind of walking
and there
into
was a gal over at
storm.
Barney that was helpful too. She had about 15 kids, I think, in her country school.
Sure. So where did the lady go? Where did this Melma go, or Wilma, or whatever her name was?
I don't know where she went.
So but she came back and she wanted her job.
No, it was another lady that came back.
Oh, okay.
She was a lady that had married and someone from Barney, and they had gone, I think, to the coast, and then they apparently didn't like it or something. I don't know. Never did find out.
Huh.
But she came and she wanted the job.
You got it.
Fine. Help yourself.
Have fun, because you kind of walked into a hailstorm, didn't you?
Could have. She was real nice.
Well, that's good.
And I'm sure they learned a great deal from her.
Hmm.
She was lucky I slugged it out for her the first month.
Yeah, no kidding.
Got things straightened out for her.
I'm sure it was invaluable.
Well, I never talked to her after that, so I don't know what her feelings were on the classes and something. But I had a sixth grader that was smarter than the seventh graders. So that usually then they put them together for some classes.
Yep.
Which we did. Ordinarily they would have had classes by themselves. But you know, those kids get done with their work and then they listen to the other classes, so some of them are pretty smart when you get them and some are pretty dumb. Just depends.
Yeah, every kid is different.
Yeah, they are. And Ronnie over here, he was a nice kid. But he had the Norwegian dis, dat, and dos.
Oh, sure.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
They don't sound their THs.
No. My grandma Bren was the same way.
Was she?
Oh, yes. Dis, dat, and dos.
So I worked with him some before this gal came and wanted the job. So I hope she did work with him afterwards. But
Yeah.
I never, like I say, I never talked to her afterwards.
Well, he turned out okay, so you must have done something right, and she must have finished the job.
Something right, because he still likes me too.
Yeah. Well, that's even better.
Even if he thinks I'm shrinking.